you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light?
Hello, everybody.
Hello. How's it going? The party has started.
Hello.
We're going to have a guest here with us here in a few.
Yes, we are.
Happy Saturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday.
I just want you guys to know that I made my bed for the second day in a row. I don't typically make my bed because it's
queen shit.
Right? Like, thank you.
Hey, Riley, can you come move the laundry out of the way?
This is real life, people. Real life.
Just being me, myself, and I.
Love that.
That laundry right there. Can you scoot it over, hun?
Hey, Riley.
Is that it, or is that the edge of the bed with the pillow at the bottom?
Love that.
There's a dog there?
So I can put a dog here.
There's a dog there. I have two dogs on my bed right now, and now all three of my dogs are on there. Okay, look at my messy bed. Look at the puppies.
Oh.
Hi, Miss. Oh my God, they're so cute.
So cute.
Oh God, look at him. You look great. I look like I've had a shit show today, which it is been a shit show. What? Get out of here with that mess.
Jennifer says, I've just recently been making my bed. I just sleep under a blanket, so it's a matter of straightening it. But it's still something. Yeah, I agree.
Listen, I don't want to tell you how long that laundry's been over there.
I hate doing laundry.
Riley said you don't. Don't do it. Okay, I won't.
It's all good.
In that basket.
Correct. That basket's been there for a while. The laundry hasn't necessarily. If you can put two and two together, great.
We have somebody here. Oh, wait. Did you mute?
Me?
Oh, no, I can hear you.
Okay, Amber. You want me to add you in? Oh, she popped up. It's supposed to be a surprise. Whoops. We're getting Amber Nye on here for our Beachbody.
Hey!
Woo! Amber. Amber Nye. If you don't know her, you're missing out.
Yes. She has a YouTube, you know.
She does have a YouTube. And she's got poppin' Instagram.
She really does. You guys should follow her.
Beachbody Queen.
She might have needed to sort some things out.
Oh, there she is. Hold on. Ready?
Look at her.
Hey, there she is.
All this stuff. So
you're good. It was kind of last minute, but Amber, everybody. Yay.
You should go follow Amber.
Yes. On her Instagram and her YouTube and TikTok and everything.
All the platforms.
So I'm excited because, okay, Amber, I've had this Beachbody video for probably over a month at this point. And it was just like, I guess a team training, you know, like I don't know what, Sunday night or something, team training. And it's like an hour and 15 minutes. Obviously, you don't have to stay the whole time. It's really long. But if you choose to, we would love that.
I know we're going to have questions.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we wanted you on here, one, because we always love your commentary. And two, because Beachbody Queen. So, yes.
Yeah, I've been Summit is happening right now, so I've been covering all that.
Can you tell us a bit about Summit? I don't really know anything about it. So
yeah.
So it's like their annual conference, and it's they usually have it kind of like in the same place. Like they'll have like a contract with like different cities. So like it was when I went, it was in Nashville. So I went both years in Nashville, and then they went to New Orleans and Indianapolis, and they're in St. Louis now. But next year they're going to San Antonio. So they're going to Texas. JJ.
I love that for you, JJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. Arbonne is here, I guess, in Vegas this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, Arbonne goes to Vegas every year.
Yeah. Well, Beachbody used to do it in Vegas like every year, and then they started like branching out and going to different places. But it's their 4-day conference, and basically it's just the rah and getting everybody pumped up to, this is going to be life-changing and be what propels your business forward. But really it's just kind of like a pep rally for all the top Huns, because they get all the recognition. And they have like Brendan Burchard is the keynote speaker today, and I posted it in my stories, but he had a graphic up literally of a pyramid. Like, I cannot make it up, even if I tried. It was a very interesting choice of graphic for his speech.
That vibes. That really goes well with it. It makes sense, right? What's this, Karen? Wait, is this the Amber link to that X-ray Elamir Hun?
Yes, it is. Joey.
Oh,
Amber.
Joey. I haven't checked in on Joey in a while, so
I hope she's doing well. I hope Joey is doing well.
I think she's still she's very set on making Elamir successful for her, and I think we know how that's going to work out. So
far, not so good.
We've been watching.
All right. So it's a long video. We're gonna go ahead and start playing it. Chat, you know what to do. Commentary, all the good stuff. Feel free to ask questions. We have our expert here in the chat. I don't know much. I know some about Beachbody. Erin probably knows some about Beachbody, but Amber's the gal. So we're gonna start and
make sure to like the video.
Yeah. Like
on both channels.
YouTube things. Amber, is your hold on, what is your YouTube?
It's just Amber Nye.
It's just the Amber Nye that you have on your name?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so that's her YouTube, her Instagram. Is that your TikTok too?
Yep, it's all the same.
Okay.
Perfect. Karina wants to get on too.
Oh, Karina. Oh, sweet. Well, it's so good that Karina's getting on, because also there's a large Hispanic group in this.
Yes.
So that will even add another layer. So then we have Karina, who knows a lot about that.
So is this, okay, so you're saying Hispanic. So is this Christina Delgado's team?
I don't know. I don't know them. You might know, because I mean, obviously, like,
is this Diesel Nation? Is this the Miami group? Is this Diesel Nation?
I have no idea.
It's going to be fun to figure this out together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're here, because you'll probably be able to tell us who some of these people are.
Yeah,
which would be super nice. So, is Karina getting on right now?
Let me see. I just sent her the link. She said give her a couple minutes.
Okay, cool. So,
we can start, and then she can hop on.
Sounds good. Here we go.
Yeah. Pink heart in the comments. I'm gonna look at you, everyone.
Give me 1 second. Also, there's a little bit of an echo.
We stand
Great,
Karina.
awesome. So good afternoon.
It seems so quiet, so I'm going to play it from my computer and just share the screen.
The sound is always such a challenge with these videos.
Yeah.
Am I muted? Okay, no. I'm going to send it to myself on email so that I can just have it there. But yeah, I would rather y'all be able to hear it than make it easier for me to share. So, let's see. Amber, can you tell us a little bit about, like, your Beachbody experience? Because I obviously know you're in Beachbody, but I feel like I don't know a whole lot about your experience in Beachbody.
Yeah, so I was in for 5 years. I signed up in 2013, and which Erin and I talked about this on her podcast, but I was a new mom. I just had my middle child, and I was just feeling very bad about my postpartum body. And I saw Insanity on an infomercial during a late night feeding. And I was just like, okay, well, it says I can do it at home, so I'll just try it. And I ordered it off the infomercial. I didn't even know like the coaching side even existed or what that was about until I was like 6 months into my fitness journey, and just like sharing my Insanity progress on my Facebook like a friend reached out and she was like, oh, hey, did you know that you could get paid to do this? And you're just doing what we do already and sharing what you love and how you're feeling and your progress and the results that you're seeing. So I figured, why not? I'd give it a try. I was a stay-at-home mom and I lived 10 hours from home. I didn't have any help with the kids, and daycare is expensive. And we were on a very tight income with Jake being in medical school. We were very poor. So we were broke. So I was like, well, this could give me a chance to feel like I'm contributing to our finances. So that's how it originally started for me. And like I said, I was in for 5 years, and I ignored a lot of red flags for 5 years. But I did everything that I was told to do and to be successful in my business, and I was for a time until I couldn't be anymore. So I was up there. I was considered a leader within my team, and then when I wasn't performing and bringing in the numbers anymore, then my upline, I was kind of cast aside, like I didn't even exist, because you're only seen as a number and how much volume you can bring to your upline to help fund all of their things. So my upline was traveling the world and going to all these amazing places and thinking she was being inspiring to us, but really it was our hard work and what we were doing while we're sitting here struggling to pay for our groceries. She's off in Bora Bora and Morocco and Italy and doing all these amazing things. And here we are funding all of it for her. So
Yeah. I think the red flags are really hard to admit when you're in an MLM, because I think that the majority of people genuinely in an MLM think that they're doing the right thing. I'm really helping people. And I think that's why we see some of the responses that we do. So
yeah,
I can relate.
I was that way too. Like I genuinely thought that this was a way for me to help people and help myself at the same time. So it's definitely hard to especially when you're still in it and like you're getting confronted with those red flags. It's like your brain is fighting against it. Like, no, I really don't want this to be true, because then all this work I put in was a lie and was for nothing. So
Yeah, cognitive dissonance is really, really tough. I mean, I didn't know that's what it was at the time, but now looking back, I'm like, holy cow, I had, just like you said, Amber, I had so many red flags too. Multiple companies, many years. And I just was like, nope, I'm helping people. So I can relate completely to that story. Yeah.
Let's see what rank. I made diamond, and it took me 2 years to get to diamond, in which diamond was you had 8 coaches total, so 4 on each leg, and then you had 1 coach on each leg that was emerald, and that made you diamond. And I was almost 2-star diamond before it all crumbled at once for me. So
emerald. Yeah. I remember that from the Beachbody video I did where she was like, sign up your spouse. And I think we talked about that, didn't we, Amber? Mm-hmm. Sign up your spouse. And then it was like, sign up one other person and you're emerald.
Yeah, like super quick. So like I signed up my mom and then my cousin, and I once I was ready to say, okay, I'm going to try and make this business work, then I hit emerald within a week. So but of course that was signing up my mom and guilting her into signing up basically, and telling her, well, you don't have to work it. You just, stay, you just need to order, get your monthly Shakeology and you'll stay active and just use it for the discount. So yeah. And then signing up your spouse, of course, so then you can build under them.
Would you say that the majority? Let me back up. It's a little hot. Sorry, guys. But would you say that the majority of distributors in Beachbody typically fund from their bank accounts and stuff those signups to make emerald?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially because like my mom, I was like, I'll like pay for the challenge pack, even though we didn't have any money. I was like, I'll just pay for, you to get the challenge pack. And then, but she was like very worried about like you putting her social security card like number in and all of
Yeah.
that. So
Why do you need all that?
I signed up my sister-in-law too. And it's just like you were like always signing up new people because the people that you had were just like going inactive. And so it was just trying to micromanage that and make sure everyone stayed active so you kept your rank was exhausting. Karina.
Karina. Hello, friend. Okay, you're muted.
You're muted, babe. You're good. Also, so what I did was I fast forwarded it 2 minutes to the person who's not so quiet, the main person who speaks the entire time. So also I put the playback speed to 1.25 instead of just 1, so that we'll go through a little quicker. Yeah, once Karina gets her mic fixed, we'll get started, and I'm very excited, Karina. While you're focused on that, I'll explain a little bit. So it's Beachbody, but it's also like a Hispanic community specifically. And so we thought the duo of Karina and Amber would be like a good duo to do this with. And I'm excited that we have both of you all on. We have a Beachbody queen and someone who specifically is in it to help with the Hispanic community.
Or you could just call me Autumn's biggest hater. Her hate.
That's
Autumn's
the best. I love that so much. Also, oh no, Karina. Also, one of my favorite things was who was it that saw Autumn on the plane? Oh gosh,
Amanda.
Yes, yeah. Amanda's stories. I was like,
I know she was sending them to me, and I'm like, oh my god. She was like, I'm so scared to say something. She's like, I wish I would have said something more to her, but
that is so funny. Oh my gosh. Well, it's one of those things. It's like, in my head, I'd be like, "Ooh, I would say a lot," but then if I, saw them in person, I'd be like, "Whoa, I can't believe it!" Snacks on snacks and drinks on drinks. We love that for you.
I had to get some supplies.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it. Karina said she's having a little tech issues, so she'll hopefully be able to pop on. It's gonna pop on, and I'm gonna get it situated really quick.
Guys, my name is Blanca.
Great. Let's get to about here.
From wherever we are.
Okay, so she's the one that speaks most of the time.
Do you know her, Amber?
Doesn't look familiar. So I don't think she's like a top coach because she doesn't look familiar, but she's probably like, like a star diamond of some sort, especially if they're having her as like their guest speaker or something. I don't know. Yeah. Does she say her name in this?
Probably. Talking Diego. Okay. You know what? Let me take it back to where the girl who's quiet talks. So I can't put this one on 1.25 speed because it's linked to here. However, this person talks really quickly, so it'd probably be hard to hear anyway. Okay. Here's her introduction. I'm going to go ahead and Erin, if you can mute, Amber, if you can mute. If you have trouble, Amber, I can help you mute. Just because there's an echo. And I'm going to go ahead and get started.
So why don't we let her talk already? She's like, I want to talk already. I want to be informing all of you guys all about what we have for you guys. So please help me. Welcome our 30K President's Chief member, Jerry Gutierrez. Please put a pink heart for her in the comment.
Okay, Amber, I want to ask you really quick. What is 30K? What does that mean?
Honestly, I've never heard that before.
I see.
It must be like a newer thing. But 30, it must mean she has like I don't know, maybe like 30K in sales a month, or maybe like 30K in volume. Obviously some sort of award. And I would like to say that Beachbody, they've recently with a lot of the criticism they've got. They've been trying to prove how like inclusive and progressive they are in showcasing like the people of color within the company. But I think people would find it easy to see how those more successful people of color are tokenized and exploited even more.
Okay.
So just say that real quick.
Perfect. Thank you. Karina, just want you to know, we just started this. It looks like we're 2 minutes in, but when in reality, we've only heard about 4 seconds of it.
Snap.
Yeah, like I just zoomed past her because she's so quiet, but she's introducing the person that's going to talk the rest of the time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
All right,
I'm here. Sorry, I'm late. Technical difficulties.
It was very last minute. We invited Amber and Karina probably like no more than 15 minutes before we started. So we appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna go and press play, and I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself. And if we could all mute, and Amber and Karina, when y'all want to say something, just like wave at us, and we'll pause it for y'all. And if we aren't looking at you, which we should be, just like bite us through the screen, okay? All right, sounds good.
Comments. Jerry, you're on. Thank you so much, Blanca, and good evening, everybody. How is everyone doing tonight? Let me see all of you with your cameras on. I see you smiling. It's always so awesome, you know, even if you haven't showered or even if you just got out of the shower, if you're in pajamas, this is why we love what we do, because we get to educate ourselves and learn and grow our business from wherever we are, right? On our phone. And it's always good to be able to see you. So I see all of you. I see you, Jeanette. Aide, I see you. I see you, Mariela and Lonnie. Yep, she just got out of the shower. Abby. Ada, hello, Ronnie and Joey, Sarah and Alex, Miss Shay, hey, Frida at the gym, I see.
Okay, so she's totally doing this to make people turn on their camera, to make them listen, in my opinion. Like, she's just trying to get them to watch her and listen to her. And I wouldn't turn it on my camera. I specifically recorded this. I was like, girl, no, never. I would never. But... I don't know how long this goes on. It might go on for a little bit longer, so just bear with us.
Amy said, is this romper room?
Joey, okay.
What was that?
Amy said, is this romper room?
LOL.
Y'all gonna make me go through every name with their camera on? Yes, fire emoji in the chat. Noemi has her camera on. I see you. Wet hair, don't care. That's right. Who is ready for this month? I did not say this actually. Sarah said this week. She said, we are going to boom in June. And I absolutely love that. We're going to take this month to another level. And what better way, right, than to start off by getting your business mindset there, right? Camping and meeting, gym and meeting, PJs and meeting. I mean, who else does this, right? Only Herbalife distributors. So welcome everybody and welcome to this new month of June.
Can I just say PJ and meeting is not a flex and will never be a flex?
How many times does she have to welcome people onto this Zoom?
I know, it's so, I don't know, it's giving me like a weird vibe, very...
When does the training start? That's what
And
I want.
why are they always yelling? Why are they always yelling? Like, ma'am, just tone it down a second. And this is coming from someone who's very loud, so you know she's loud.
Yeah.
To me, it's, not only important to set goals, but I can't really like dive into my month without being clear, of what I'm trying to accomplish inside of my business and clear with all of the team. And so for those of you guys who don't know me, I don't know if I'm sharing screen yet. Let's see, am I sharing screen? I need to feel your energy in the chat as we're going through this presentation. Okay.
Go ahead, Karina.
Jessica says, I thought this was Beachbody. She said it was Herbalife. She did say Herbalife.
Oh. Then maybe it is Herbalife.
Oh,
Okay.
just
I thought it
kidding.
was
It's not
Beachbody
Beachbody.
too.
JK.
Well, we're happy to have Amber on anyway. So
Surprise.
Hey,
It's still toxic diet culture, so hey.
yeah, it's diet culture, and if y'all haven't watched the Betting on Zero documentary about Herbalife, you need to 100%.
You do.
That-
I hadn't seen it. Eye-opening.
I watched that. I was like, okay, this probably gonna be rough, but I didn't expect it to be like as intense as it was. It was intense. Anyway, obviously not Beachbody, Herbalife. Forgive me. Let's move on.
Okay? That is the way that I get to give you the best of me, and I truly feel that we are energy, and so we get what we give, and so I hope that you guys are alive and thriving with me in this meeting. And so for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Jerry, and I am a 30K executive president's team member. I've been in Herbalife for 15 years, believe it or not. If you can help me, Blanca, with the waiting room. And this was me. I wanted to show you guys this picture. This was me actually at what is the Oak today when I started 15 years ago. That was my very...
What exactly are we looking at here? 2 different outfits, 2 different types of lighting, 2 different poses. Like, what are we looking at here? The fact that you're holding an Herbalife shake in your club?
And you were 6. Okay, obviously you're not going to look the same at 16 and 30. It's called mature and aging.
But also,
Even the
she was so young. Like, she started then? Jesus.
She must
even
have
the quality of the picture is different. Like,
yeah, she have had family that recruited her into it because
That would make sense.
yeah.
I did Herbalife when I was that age. So I didn't sell Herbalife, but I had an experience with Herbalife. I talked about it on the podcast with Erin. So if you guys haven't heard it yet, go listen. But yeah, I can see why she'd be there.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Jessica. I called Herbalife Shakeology the other day, and MLM is an MLM. Thanks for making me feel better.
No, honestly, all the same and sell all the same crappy supplements. So
Absolutely.
And honestly, you guys, you guys share so much content with us. It is hard to keep up with anything and everything.
yeah, no,
Like,
I was going through my filtered folder today, and I'm like, this is stressing me out.
there's so much.
And I am so appreciative of everyone who sends me stuff, but it can get a lot.
Yeah. I think what she's just trying to show is like the progression of the location and like what she's built from 18 to 30. But the issue is, like, for her to build that, she would need the downline that she has. So did she build it or did her downline build it? That's the question.
I hope it's about that and not her body, because like from 18 to 30, she probably like popped out a couple kids, got a little bit of a hip, got a little bit of a booty, some chesticles, so you can't compare pre-baby body with post-baby body. Like it would be a little bit ridiculous. So I really do hope she's talking about her business and like her location rather than her transformation.
I hope so too. I agree.
Very first nutrition club in the back where they host the workouts. My clients would have to enter through the alley, and this is what it looks like. It was a table. Check out my trash can, my chair, my blender. The $20 blenders are still my favorite 15 years later, okay? But that was me, okay? That's where I got my first results. That's where I became supervisor. That's where I got my first supervisor. That's where I became Get Team. And that's where I learned that, it really doesn't matter, how it looks or what you have. What matters is what you do with.
So I looked up the ranks, right? Because they said like 30K president's team. So what I found out is president's team is 1/2 of 1% of Herbalife, and these guys are making over $400,000 a year or so. And this is Herbalife's president's team secrets revealed. Like it's not like their actual rank shown. So it could be like, give or take, but it's at 0.5% and they're making quite a bit of money. So
I have something to interject. I posted about this before in my stories, but it's like fresh on my mind right now because I actually did a live in Spanish yesterday about Herbalife. And so what's it called? So did you guys know that they have like all year as directors to I mean, not as directors, as the people between directors, and they have to train a certain amount of downline. I think it's 80 people. And if they by the end of the year don't have the amount of like PV or the amount of recruits, they have to pass it all on to the president that's above them and then start fresh the next year. That's why a lot of these people from Herbalife don't rank up, because they have to start fresh every time. If they're even 1 point off or 1 recruit off, they're fudged and they got to pass everything up to like their president. And that's why the president, state president, is making bank. And by the time they get to them, they don't have to do anything else because they already know what they're doing. They've been trained already.
In which I have a question. If she like started this nutrition club at 18, where did she get the money to invest in it? Because it's like a lot of money for them to open these nutrition clubs. It's like $20,000. So
probably a loan or credit card.
A loan or asking
or both
or family member, because I mean we know that Herbalife very much targets the Hispanic community.
I've also seen instances, sorry, Amber, I've also seen instances where there's more than one rep in one area. So they all rent it out together. Like I have a friend who has a shop. Haven't talked to her in a minute, but I know that she rents out like a certain space from her space. Like she'll break it up and there's like 3 or more of them. And then they just like combine the expenses.
Like all start with the same.
Like, yeah.
Interesting. Because the at the shops, the people who work there aren't getting paid a minimum wage. They have they're forced to sign up under the person who has opened the shop, and then they're paid by how much product from their own stock that they sell every day.
And not only are they not getting paid, they're petty with each other. Like I've seen that firsthand. Like I remember one time one of the girls that was working with my friend or like alongside took one of her customers and she flipped. It was a whole deal, because she was like, you should not be selling shakes to my customer. That's my customer, which I kind of get it. But like, it was a whole drama, like a whole telenovela because of a shake. So it gets very catty, very, very petty.
I mean, so just imagine the thought of you getting 79 recruits in a year and then having to give it all to your upline because you didn't hit 80 and starting from 0. That is messed up. That is like, for me, I look at that and I go, oh, pyramid scheme 101. Like, just right up to the top, right up to the top, right up to the top. This is crazy. Starting from 0, I couldn't imagine.
And it makes
I would be heartbroken. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. It makes me sad because of the amount of effort and the specific demographic that we know that this company targets, which are very hardworking individuals. And then to have that all taken away because they didn't do enough, but their upline is getting rewarded for their hard work. I mean, yikes. That's gross.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm press play.
What you have from today. It's really awesome for me to tell you that today we own that building. Now Edgar, right, gets to work out of the oak. But I could tell you that every single president's team member that we have walked through that nutrition club. They all walk through there as a new customer, having a wellness profile. And today, they're a president team members. So this place, the Oak, is a very special place. It's groomed many distributors. But the fact that,
Hold on. Maybe don't use the word groomed. Like it's groomed many distributors, like saying the quiet part out loud or what's going on. That's a no for me. I don't like that.
So we got to build from what we had. And I wanted to share this quote with you guys that says, the tallest oak in the forest was once just a little nut that held its ground. And I want to commend you today because you're on this call. You're ready for a new month. You're an Herbalife distributor. You're proud, okay? You're setting that time aside for yourself to say, what else can I learn to build my business? And that's what it's about, for you to be able to identify what else can I learn to build my business and how am I going to go into it for the month of June? When I got started, this was me at one of, my very first extravaganzas. And I wanted to show you this because I thought it was funny. Now it's all about the outfit. Maybe you want to get the full pic. But back in the day, you guys, it was like you had to take the pic at extravaganza way up there with your thumb. Like, all the pictures of the Herbalife distributors, it was like you had your big button and you had your thumb like this, like so proud to be at the event or to be at wherever you were. And so, you guys, the countdown is here for extravaganza. How many of you guys are excited? Put a fire emoji in the chat. I want to see you. And it's important for you to take these pictures, right? I look at them, and it's like, wow, time has flown, and wow, like we have done so many different things in this 15-year journey inside of Herbalife Nutrition. And what I could tell you is that everything works. Write that down. Everything works. Everything works. Okay, I got to the president's team single, okay, at 21 years old. In 3.5 years, I accomplished the president's team. And then along the way, I met, who is now my husband, Diego, and this is how we started.
Okay, let's just remember, 15 years ago she started, and in 3.5 years she got to the top. So what is that? That's like 12 years ago she got to the top, 11.5 years ago. So that's the beginning. I mean, that's early on. So yeah, I'm sure you did in 3.5 years get to the very, very top. Jeez.
Also, what does her meeting her husband have to do with her growing her business? Like usually normal people from, when they're single and we just meet our spouses and that's life, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably... Go ahead, Karina.
I think she means because everything has a reason, Amber. Everything happens for a reason. Where you're working your business and you're free.
Yeah.
I think that's what she means.
The secret, right? Which you have those positive vibes, you'll get returns to you. Right? You manifested it. We're going to manifest it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Started. That picture in the middle was one of his very first events at a Mark Hughes Bonus Awards that I took him to. We were actually in Paris. And it's really awesome, to be able to see this transformation that we get to build over time. Like your personal transformation is not only the physical one, but in the business, okay, you're grooming yourself. And that is not only by the looks. I'm grooming my mindset. Write that down. I'm grooming my mindset. Okay? And I only...
Okay, Karina, I saw your hand.
She's grooming? That sounds so gross. Like, she might as well be saying, I'm brainwashing myself. I'm using all the thought-stopping techniques. Like, and you don't have to be in Herbalife to have a transformation like this. I feel like we all go through rough patches. We all go through that building stage, and we're going to end up from one point to another. You don't have to be in a company like this. Also, I mentioned it in the chat, but they're having that extravaganza BS right now. I have a source at Herbalife that's been sending me a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I like that you said that because you're completely right. We all grow like throughout life. It doesn't have to be Herbalife that helps us do that. And what's funny is every MLM says that. Monet helped me, blah, 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 blah. Arbonne helped me, blah, 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 blah. Herbalife helped me, blah, 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 blah. And they show this progression of their life. But every one of us has that progression in some way, shape, or form without an MLM.
Yeah. Well, and I thought it was funny at the beginning, she was like, oh, Jammy's in meeting and whatever in meeting. And who else does this other than Herbalife distributors? And literally every single MLM does it. That's what they preach, is that you can, work from your jammies, from your couch, whatever. Like, you're not special.
I don't have to go through an office.
Yeah.
She's a 10, but she has a grooming mindset.
I love this like running joke of she's an 8, but she's a blah blah blah.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Also, Alexis, thank you
Get
so
to
much.
grow, okay, by asking the right questions and by thinking the way successful people think in this business, in Herbalife nutrition. And so, first of all, okay, if you were to ask me, Jerry, right, how do you think? Well, this is me.
I'm hungry all the time too. You know why? Because I work out and I'm doing a bulk and my metabolism is improving. By the way, I can tell differences in my metabolism. So last name hungry, first name always. Your girl right here. Amber too, she said. And Karina and JJ, all of us. That's how we roll. And we're not in an MLM. Okay.
And I do not discriminate against food, okay? It's just give it all to me.
Yeah, I eat what I want when I want. I'm not usually like a breakfast person, but I eat whatever as long as I move my body. I'm not with the toxic diet culture anymore because it's messed me up for like 20 years. So I'm good.
We include all food groups here. Thank you.
Last name hungry, first name always. 15 years, and my mom, I think, is on the call. I think I saw her sneak up on the call. But for 15 years, I have been hungry, and it gets me emotional. Just,
Wait, question, JJ. This is on 1.25.
No, because I can't do 1.25 when it's uploaded in the doc.
I was like, wait a second. This is 1.25 and there's long pauses in between what she's saying.
I would like to apologize.
My bad.
Bro, but if it was, that'd be a slow 1.00.
Can you imagine? It'd be like a 2-hour training. She'd be like, welcome to Herbalife. Last name
Like the knowing
hungry. First name always.
I have a note. So she said she's been hungry for 15 years. Is that figuratively or like actually hungry for 15 years? Because, ma'am, if you've been hungry for 15 years all the time, that's a problem. That's a problem. You should be hungry like all the time. Like, you should be good when you eat. And like, I get it. Like, Erin is bulking. So yeah, of course I used to lift weights, by the way. I know a lot of you don't know this, but yeah, you get really hungry because you're burning so many calories and you're working out so much. But like, maybe replace those shakes with like real food, ma'am.
Well,
Stop eating chalk.
Yeah, and my guess is she's taking this into the direction of I've been hungry for success and growing my business and being the best. That's the direction I'm guessing she's going to go with this. So.
She's a 10, but she promotes eating disorders. I'm going to read every single one.
Instant zero.
Instant negative 4,552.
No, I'm literally going to make that into a meme, and use Autumn Calabrese's photo for it.
Please do it and tag us when you do it. Please. I will share that out. Absolutely.
To say this, that I have been hungry for more information, hungry for the next level, hungry to surround myself by the doers and the movers, right? Hungry for recognition, hungry, right? To reset my mind. And there's just this thing inside of me that tells me you're meant for more and you deserve more. And I stand in front of you today as we begin this call that, every single one of you guys in the call deserves more. And you are in a platform where you can go out there and get more. And so in order for us to get more, okay, we need to know our flow and
know your flow, know your team. Are we talking about menstrual cycles? What are we talking about here? Know your flow.
Your flow. That's so. Is it like know the way that you and your team work? I don't even know how to like. What do y'all think? I don't even know what that would be. Also, those kettle chips look good.
As a
About
Spanish speaking person, sorry, Amber. I think that she meant to translate something else that and she didn't do it appropriately because the way she's using grooming and flow,
Yeah. What do you
something's
think?
off.
Yeah. Is it like know your flow, know your team? Is it like know where you're going type of thing?
Kind of like know your. I think she means like know your limits, kind of like or break the limit. Yeah.
Okay. Mindset.
I think she just did it. She's having a hard time translating. Which hey, I know, girl. So I ain't gonna judge you too hard for that. But yeah.
And that's why you're on here, because we need you to help us with that and talk to us about that. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We need to know our team. Like, what are we trying to do inside of our daily methods of operation, right? And I'm going to go over that today. I'm going to go over the different trainings that we have planned for you. I'm going to go over you different strategy, right, that you can start looking at your business from. But first, I want you to tell yourself and post it on the chat, right? What is next for you? Do you know what is next for you? What income goal is it that is next for you? What pin level is it that is next for you? I want all 50 of you to go in there and type it out. What is next for you? Presidente, I see you, Jorge. Pa allá vamos. Active World Team, Get Team, 7.5. Okay. Yes. Clarity is key. I love it. Keep it going, you guys. Keep it going. I see you, Mandy. Get it, Laura. Glorimar, ya te vi. Yes. You have to know, like, I'm not only going to shout out, like, I want to do so many volume points. Like, this is how many new members I want. You also have to think about in a marketing plan, what is my next level, right? And how am I going to achieve that? And so once you know that, then you're going to be able to build a strategy, okay, behind that. You're going to be able to go to work on it. To me, I could tell you that it doesn't matter, right? If you do Herbalife 2 hours or 16 hours, what matters is that you build on your goal every single day. For example, we already know we want to do 10,000 volume points in a month.
Right now that she's showing this, I have the actual compensation plan, how many points they need and all that stuff. Who do I send it to, Erin or JJ? I have it. Okay, gotcha.
Cut that down and I have a target that's 333 points a day. And I could do that in many ways, right? But now I have, what can I do today to get to my goal of 333 volume points? And so know your team, know yourself, right? Know your goal. And I want to start off with this because a lot of the times, right, like we want to be able to grow in the business and we want to be able to expand, right? And maybe like have a lot of go-getters on our team. But when you understand the type of business that you're building, you're going to be able to love your Herbalife journey 10 times more. Everybody put a red heart in the chat, okay? You're going to be able to love your Herbalife journey 10 times more. Why? Because my goal, okay, is for you to love where you are, to be excited about where you're going, but to be clear, okay, on what you're trying to do. And for me, I want to identify a hobby coach, and I want you to think about this, right? A hobby coach is somebody who potentially has a full-time job or a tight schedule, Maybe they have 3 or 4 kids, can't leave their house, okay? They love the Herbalife products, sharing them with other people. They love Team Beauty, the events, the promotions, right? And they want to earn extra income. To me, extra income can look like $200, $500.
Hey, Alexis, welcome. We're glad you're here.
$1,000, maybe $1,200, okay? That's a hobby coach, okay? Somebody that, has a very tight schedule, but nonetheless does have the goal of creating that little extra income around their time. Write that down. Around their lifestyle. And then we have some of you in here, right? That you're like, I want time freedom, okay? I want to be all in. I have all day to do Herbalife. This is somebody that will look forward to actively building a team of distributors. You want to travel. You want to go on vacations, right? I would consider you a full-time boss, babe. A full-time Herbalife distributor, okay? This is a business builder. This person, you don't have to convince them to go to the events. This person is constantly asking questions. They're plugged into almost every Zoom call, okay, that they can be plugged into, because they have the characteristics of, like, I want to make $5,000 or more. Tell me, how can I do that, right? And so know your flow, write that down, know your flow, and know your team. Do you know the goals for your team? Start with yourself. If you don't have a team, like, do I know my goal? Right? What am I trying to accomplish in this month of June? And so why do I tell you this? Because in order for me to go out there and start working in nutrition clubs, start working a satellite.
It's a reverse funnel system.
We know what you're trying to do, but it's not working for you.
Maybe rethink the graphic. Maybe rethink the delivery of the graphic. Maybe just redo it.
Down to pyramid scheme, it's a reverse funnel system. And I want to say what you were saying about like being a hobby coach, and that you can make $1,000 being a hobby coach. Excuse me, but I was technically a full-time coach in Beachbody, and it was hard to make $1,000.
Yes.
Steve Chet TV says, "What in the pyramid scheme is this?"
I just texted. So Karina sent me some stuff, but I asked her about the income disclosure statement. She's gonna reach out to someone. But she's saying all this stuff, and it's like, oh, a hobby coach makes $1,000, whatever. Okay, well, let's see, right? Who makes $1,000? I have a feeling it's under 5% of the company making $1,000. So are you telling me that the majority of people aren't hobby coaches, that they're just there to lose money? They make it seem like, oh, you can just make this a hobby and make a little side income, but that's not realistic, especially when you have to get a certain number of people on your team by the end of the year, and if you don't, you've got to start over. That just blows my mind.
I'm still trying to process that fact that you have to recruit 80 people, Karina. You have to recruit 80 people a year.
I have a story. Like, she sent me her story. Like, it's a short email if you guys want me to read it. And I sent JJ the pictures that she sent me, because that's stuff that's not public information. Like, what I just sent her is a picture of a booklet that they get after they signed up.
Oh.
So I'm looking for the income disclosure right now. I DM'd her, see if she can get it to me. But like I said, I also have a where she explains the compensation plan in the email. I don't know if you guys want me to read it real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says, hey, so I wanted to quickly explain a few but very important points about the compensation plan. I went into the company believing it's a sales sort of deal only online, only to realize the real money is made in recruitment, which is why I left. In fact, you can be making the most sales in the company individually, and you will never hit President's team and collect the bonus check because of the stipulations Herbalife has. Yes, you will be paid profits, but no matter what, you cannot rank up. If you look at the marketing plan, it explains what you need to do and what your team has to do to hit that rank. In actuality, you cannot rank past world team without recruiting a team, which is, I believe, the sixth rank that they have. In order to reach president's team, you need about 80 supervisors. These are teachings from Tom or Tomas Rivas, the numbers guy. That's what they call him, apparently. I never understood why they stress supervisor as much as an important rank. To be honest, it was the title with next to nothing to pay, but they stress supervisor in order to hit the rank of president's team. Here is why. 80 distributors equals 2,500 BP or volume points. That equals 200,000 volume points, which is what they need to rank up. BP can only be from the downline, and just because you hit the supervisor rank doesn't mean you get paid. There were others on the team who had a small team or downline that would purchase products and receive very little compensation. If and when you leave, once your account is closed, you forfeit the rights to your downline, including any commissions you would have earned, which is why they always stress to stay as long as you put up with their BS. You might steal your downline or you can steal theirs. They might steal your downline or you can steal theirs. I hope this was insightful and helpful. If you have any more questions, please reach out. I'll be more than happy to explain.
Oh my gosh.
There's the competition.
Yes. That sounds awful. That sounds
That's disgusting.
Yep.
Club, working in team beauty, going to fit camp, we're doing all of these different things, okay? I am gonna have a higher percentage of being more proactive and productive when I understand what my flow is, okay? And I've been thinking about this for the last 2-3 weeks. I want every single person on my team to feel confident, to feel proud, to be excited about being in Herbalife, okay? And to know that, hey, where I stand is probably as a part-time coach or as a hobby coach, but I love that I can be with my kids all weekend and not have to work my second job anymore, because my part-time income allows me to have my weekends off and to be with my kids full-time.
Ma'am, we know that's not accurate.
I'm a happy
We did that the same time, Erin, because I saw Amber wave. We paused at the same time.
We know that's not accurate. You don't get time off. You're just replacing one job where you get paid an hourly wage for a specific amount of time that you're there for literally working 24/7 and hardly getting paid unless you sell or recruit something, somebody.
Right. It's not time freedom, right? It's location freedom. And is it really location freedom when many of these people are either like hanging out at a Starbucks all day, or it's this lie. Even one of the top Beachbody coaches, who's one of Autumn's best friends, like she went on like a legit vacation to like Costa Rica, and she was still like posting, this is me, here I am, working my biz on vacation because I can work from anywhere that I have, my phone or Wi-Fi access. And there was only like one space on this very remote place that she was even able to get Wi-Fi, and it was just kind of ridiculous.
Okay. I got an income disclosure statement. Shout out to Chelsea, I think is who sent it.
Chelsea, you're amazing.
Yeah, so I'm going to read it because it's not just like a thing. I got to read it. So first off, what should I know about the business opportunity? There is no required purchases other than the initial distributor kit, also known as the International Business Pack of $95 or International Business Pack Super Starter of $125. And this is, so what they do, you buy the products and then you sell it from home type of thing. So first year distributors, about 30,000, about half earned in 7 months or more in 2020. I'm going to read, what they earned, but I want to read this first. It says, In 2020, about 191,000 U.S. distributors ordered products for resale from Herbalife Nutrition, and about 180,000 of them earned money from their sales and the sales of those they sponsored. In a typical month, about 90,000 earned money, including those making supplemental income. Here's what they earned in a typical month before expenses. This does not include what they purchased for these products. So 50% of first-year distributors earned more than $201 in a month. That does not include what they purchased for the products. So to me, what I'm looking at, that does not look like someone making a profit whatsoever. And all distributors, like including all other distributors, not first year, 50%, about 30,000 earn more than 264 in a month. That's like, still, where's the profit?
Especially when you're spending so much on products a month. Like, it's just
exactly.
And not just that, whenever JJ's done, I want to tell you on average how much, like at least here in Houston, people that own clubs, because I used to rent out, like my boss rented out buildings and I rented out a few. So I kind of have like a ballpark, and then one of them was my friend's. So I would help her balance out her book. And I know kind of what they spent. So when you're done, I want to hit.
That'll be awesome. That's perfect. So next one, it's first year distributors in the top 10%, which is about 3,000 people, earned more than $1,200 in a month. Top 10%, about 3,000 people in the first year earning more than $1,200 in a month. Top 1% of first year earning more than $5,900 in a month. I have an easy income disclosure statement. Income disclosure 2021, not a zero zilch. So all other distributors, top 10%, about 6,000 total, earned more than $3,300 in a month. Top 1% total, about 600 people, earned more than $16,213 in a month. The top 1% of distributors are typically president's team members. The time it took for them to reach the president's team, typically between 5 and 11 years, requires skill, consistent work, and dedication. So what this is telling me is they are making money without profit. So what it looks like to them, oh, I'm making an income. I'm making $200 this month. Well, 50% of people make up to probably about $200, and that's not profit. So no, that's not a good income disclosure statement. Go ahead, Karina. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, but go ahead.
So from my experience and what I personally have seen, my friend was paying, and other the distributors that had a club, they were paying anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 a month in rent, about $100 in light. They had to have Wi-Fi because a lot of the people would take their children, so that was like another $50. It was like 30 or 40 for water. So that's how much they spend. And keep in mind that their shakes, they sell them, at least in the area where I stay, anywhere from $5 to $10. And then they also have like the combos, like if you stay for their Zumba class or whatever, it's a little bit cheaper. So it'll be like $12 for everything. If you just want one thing, it's $5 each. So they really don't make that much. And there's only a certain amount of servings in the container. So even if they were to sell that whole container, that's still not enough to pay the rent. And doing the math in my head, they're operating at a loss, and they feel like they're getting income because they get those purchases, those daily purchases. Excuse my little monkey in the background.
You don't ever need to say excuse for kiddos.
He's playing cars, and he's very passionate about it.
We love it.
Thanks. But so yeah, so they definitely are operating at a loss, but they feel like there is income because of the daily purchases that they have, but they continue to restock as well. Something else that I have seen, and I feel like it's super important to mention, is that I have personally seen, for example, with her supervisor, so like the president above her, how she started ranking up was she rented out a space, she recruited a few people, she moved out of that space, left the space to those people, moved to another club, recruited people there, moved out of that club. So now all the clubs, she just supervises them. She no longer recruits, as far as I know anyways, because she kind of runs with the circle of people that I know. So she doesn't really recruit anymore. She purchases stuff because she drinks the stuff, obviously, but she doesn't really have her own shop anymore. She's more of a teacher, and she gets paid really good money. That's something else that I forgot. A lot of these distributors have no fitness education whatsoever, so they end up hiring someone to do the Zumba, and that someone can charge anywhere from $50 to $100 per hour, and they have multiple classes a day. The clubs that I have personally been to and that I have seen have 2 classes in the morning, 2 classes in the afternoon. So that can be anywhere from like $200 to $400 in a day. So
That's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I go so hard for Herbalife, even though they always try to take my stuff down. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. I mean, they're basically trying to sell these shakes and teas and stuff, and it's like, we know that there's no possible way that they could even be breaking even at this point.
And something else that I find very important to mention is they're not allowed to sell anything else. So like, let's say they have a talent and they do like arts and crafts or something. If their supervisor comes or like their upline comes to the club and they find out that they're doing something else at that club, they shut it down. They burn all the bridges that they have and they shut it down because they don't want you to focus on anything that might possibly make you more money than Herbalife, in my opinion. And so they want you to stick with Herbalife, and that is it.
Well, and if they're not doing that in their nutrition clubs, that's what they call them, they're not supporting the endless chain that we see is happening. So, yikes. Amber, you got anything before I hit play?
No, I'm just arguing with children right now.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Distributor like that. I can have a happy distributor that says, I love that I get to go to fit camp every afternoon after work and I invite for that. And because of that, Herbalife pays my mortgage, or Herbalife pays my car payment. Herbalife pays my gas. Okay, I love that I get to go and work at the nutrition club 3 hours a day. And because of that, I have 5 new clients that made me $400, and that paid my cell phone and got me my extravaganza ticket. Like, you need to understand, right? When you know who is on your team, then you get to build powerful, happy stories. If you guys are with me, put a 1 in the.
Have you guys ever heard powerful, happy stories for a business testimonial? Also, the income claims with the paid my mortgage. Also, the math is not working for me. When she says she got 5 new clients and made, what did she say, $400, and she got her ticket to extravaganza, and that just doesn't make any sense. Hi, Leo.
Hi, Leo.
I don't think I've ever heard claims like that from an actual job, because it's assumed that you're making money at an actual job. So, and it's like a saying we have in Spanish, dime lo que tienes y te diré que careces. And I think I've said this to y'all before. Tell me what you have and I'll tell you what you're lacking. So I feel like that applies here. Say hi, guys. Say hi.
Hi, Leo.
Leo.
Hey, B, thank you so much. That's super kind of you. We appreciate it. All right, let's keep it moving.
Chat, because I'm only like 6 slides in. I want to build happy stories. I want all 50 of you to be happy and to understand that you have a powerful testimony. Now, what can you say about your testimony? What do people need to hear that Herbalife is doing for you, even if it's putting gas in your tank, even if it's, I don't know, like, what is it doing for you? Put it in the chat. Tell me what it's doing for you, okay? I mean, when I got started, I was 18. I didn't have bills or anything like that. I lived with my parents. $800. I mean, I was rich with $800. Okay? That was amazing for me. That's what got me excited. And so
put a 2 in the chat if you were somebody that started off because you wanted to know what's up. Okay, put a 2 in the chat if you're like, I'm kind of interested in the opportunity, but you still had something on the side. You still had a job, you went to school, right? Your husband supported you. You didn't do anything, but you were a stay-at-home mom, okay? And then eventually you were like, I think I want to do this full time, right? So what's the flow? Like, I want you to know what the flow is for a part-timer, okay? What's the flow for a part?
What'd you say?
We're getting into the boss babe manual here.
Dear Lord. So I think what she means by flow is like what you should be doing, like DMOs, daily methods of operation. I think that's what we're getting into. But it does look like it says hobby conch.
Also, like, I would say, like, any like struggle you're having, you're taught to exploit that, like to like the next level, like because there's somebody else out there, right, that could have it worse than you. So you got to show them what's possible. If you just link arms and come with me and join my pyramid scheme, my shape.
I can do it. You can do it.
You know, since I've started making and watching anti-MLM content, y'all, some of the stuff that grosses me out now, like some of the phrases like link arms and mindset, I can't.
Pour into
cringe.
I don't need anybody pouring into me. Thank you. Unless it is alcohol hitting my system. Thank you.
Let me look up. There's another one, a new phrase that a top Beachbody coach is trying to make happen. Let me find it in my, because it's another cringy one.
Yeah, but only pour alcohol or coffee into me. That's it. Nothing else.
Or energy drinks. I'm good with that too. Also, I love that she says Boss Babe Manual. Somebody commented that. Several of you actually have Boss Babe Manual. Cute.
Timer, like, what can I expect from my part-timer? For one, I can expect that I could probably have this one-on-one conversation with you right now.
We have a comment I have to read. She's a 10, but she's trying to make fetch happen.
I thought that. I was going to say that, but I was like, no.
Now, I could schedule the new distributor training, right? I could show you how to document your journey on social media. Like, can you imagine yourself, Laura, documenting your journey and making an extra $600 around your schedule, right? Through your phone. We can choose a simple DMO like a satellite club and then flow with it. Okay? I don't expect them to be like 100% everywhere. They're going to show up here and there. Okay? They're going to go to SES and they're going to go to extravaganza. Some will, some won't. Okay? And these people might or
She left out a part of that statement. Did you guys catch that? She said it was kind of slick how she said it. Some will, some won't. She forgot the last part that they say, so what? Some will, some won't, so what?
What I was going to say was she said $600 just by growing your social media. Ma'am, that's an income claim. You can't promise that. They're not even getting paid for this time wasting situation here. Like, move it along, bro. This is taking way too long.
Well, and if you didn't show up for this training, you would be absolutely berated and shamed on your team page if you didn't show up at 9 p.m. on a Sunday. Because I remember one time in Beachbody, there was like a husband and wife team within like my upline team who was hosting like a Zoom call, a team call on a Sunday at 9 p.m. And they called one girl out, like called her name out, made a whole post on Facebook because she wanted to watch the Game of Thrones finale. Like she wanted to watch it in real time. And she just wanted to have time to watch a freaking TV show, you know, and they completely shamed her. Like it was so bad. And I was just sitting there watching it like, are you freaking serious? And this is when I was still a coach. I was like, are you serious? Like, that was like an alarm bell that was like, maybe I should start paying attention to these other things that I've been like, maybe it's a little shady, maybe it's not. But yeah, if you didn't show up for this call, you wouldn't hear the end of it.
I mean, we've seen that plenty of times. JL, she does that all the time. She did it to Erin so many times, and to other people.
She tried.
So wild. Yeah, she tried.
It was cute.
Might not earn more than $1,000 a month. Why? Because their injection into this is, I want to have fun, right? I want to enjoy. I love that I get to fill my tank. I love that I get to pay my car with this, okay, around my schedule. So
I've been saying this a lot in my videos that I film and stuff, but tell me the percentage of people that use this money to pay their car payment. How many people can say, I can pay my entire car payment with what I make from Herbalife? What's the percentage of people? You don't know. And it's not very big. So don't say that.
I mean, no one can pay their car with $210. So,
and that's the highest of what majority of them make. I'm like, yeah, girl, stop it.
Care for your team and know where they stand. That way they could love Herbalife in the process, and their testimony might bring somebody in, right? That could be part-time or that could be full-time. Now, how about this person that is a business builder? I want to make $5,000 a month, Jerry. I want a career level income. I want time freedom. I want to go on the team retreat. It's like, I want to travel the world with you. That was me. Okay. I was like, I want to know.
With these income claims. Oh my God. Oh, wow.
It's bad because this is a team training. This is not like an opportunity or anything. This is like what they tell their people all the time.
And time freedom where? I follow this one girl. Like, I keep tabs on this one girl. The other day she was at Disneyland working. Last time she was at the beach working. Time freedom where?
All this.
¿A qué horas? ¿En dónde, girl?
Yeah, all these conventions are like, they're just opportunities to create more culty content, right? Because literally watching the super workout, like the highlights from the super workout, a Beachbody super workout this morning, the people in the back, in the middle, not only did they not have room to move, but they all just got their phones out. Oh my gosh, look, I'm here. I'm having so much fun. They weren't really trying to work out.
I think one of the cultiest things that I have seen so far from the Herbalife stuff that I've been sent, especially right now, they have the higher ups like go onto the stage, like if they're celebrities, which by the way, this year they had Pitbull, not a good look at their thing. What's it called? They sign autographs after they get off the stage. Like there's people that are like, as if they were celebrities. It's the grossest shit that I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, I should have cursed. Sorry, baby girl.
There's worse. We don't censor words in this house, so.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like when I have kids, I'm the same way. But yeah, I honestly, like, I was the same way with people in Arbonne, and like the higher I got up, I started to get this like, oh, I'm about to be an RVP, like blah blah blah, and people started following me and like reacting like that whenever I liked something or commented on something. I would get something like, oh my gosh, JJ, hey, or well, they would just call me Julie Joe because they don't call me JJ. Hey, oh my gosh, I'd love to have you train or something, like do something weird like that. And I'm like, okay, like this is kind of cool, kind of weird, but it's just people who are able to get it downline. Like
yeah, it's like the crazy fangirling, especially like watching the Beachbody summit right now, like the crazy fangirling over like the top 10 coaches and like people saying this is the best moment of my life, like meeting Emily Fowler. Like tell me you're in a cult. Okay, call your dad. It's time to go home.
The best moment of your life? Girl. There's something wrong there. Oh my gosh. I'm ordering groceries. Like, I'm trying to think of different dinners. Somebody give me a dinner in the chat. What are you going to make this week for dinner?
Pot roast.
Breakfast for dinner. Breakfast for dinner is a good one.
I have
Yeah,
that.
that's
Good.
I have that in my grocery cart right now.
And pot roast. I've been
You know what's
like a good like hearty potato soup. This
You know what we've been having a lot, and my husband's like obsessed. The cowboy caviar. I'll send you the one that I use on Instagram. It's super easy, super fast, and then I just make like chicken breast or chicken thighs, seasoned with a little bit of chicken or salt, pepper, paprika, a little bit of cumin, and a garlic powder. Yo, chef's kiss. It's so good. It's an easy salad. Yo, sandwich.
Sammy. Oh, we're talking about food here, and actually, people are putting what they're making. Because I'm like starting my grocery list later today. Like, I've just been thinking for a second, and heck yeah, look at all this burrito bowl. Throw it on a salad, salmon burger, lasagna, pulled pork barbecue chicken sliders, eggplant parm. By the way, I really like eggplant parm. I really do. It's good. Chicken thigh. Oh, I have chicken thighs in my cart. Chicken steak, cheese.
Oh my God. All these ideas.
Really quick while we're talking about food. So I think the hardest thing that we've been having to do right now, because for those of you that don't know, my dad-in-law is sick. So he has like a lot of health, not health, diet restrictions. So I've implemented if he can't have it, neither can we. And that's what my husband is having the hardest time with. He's like, yo, I miss pork. And I'm like, maybe I get it. But like, I don't want to eat in front of him and him not being able to have any, you know?
Yeah.
But it's been good. I definitely see some, just in these past 2 weeks of eating really, really like cleanish. I also snack, you know, I'm eating graham crackers right now, but
we love a good snack.
Like I have noticed like a little bit of loosey
Pants?
leggings, and I'm like, all right. And I was telling my husband, I was like, I'm going back
keep going. It's okay.
I was telling my husband, I was like, babe, I'm gonna have to go back to lifting weights so I can lift my dad-in-law. He was like, do it.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say, as a reminder though, our tummies are beautiful.
Oh yeah, I love my tummy.
And we don't need to shrink ourselves, remember? We don't need to shrink ourselves or think we need to be thin to fit in.
No, I love my body, and I stand for love your body where you're at. But I would be lying if I said that I didn't notice a little bit of a change and felt a little bit better actually. And not just because I see the change, but like because I'm eating like good food, you know?
Yeah. Well, and that's just like, you know, when you move your body more and you just actually eat, then you know, that's kind of what comes along with just moving your body on the regular is just feeling better and your clothes fitting better and all that stuff. So
yeah, go ahead, Karina.
I still need sneak chocolate though, but don't tell nobody.
Oh girl, I love it was like whenever I decided to stop looking at the scale and stop looking at the measurements and all of that, it just kind of, you know, I just feel better. I love going to the gym. I love eating and I love doing all of that. And you feel better about yourself. For me, I have felt better about my body because y'all know I talk openly about my massive weight gain from when I was in Arbonne to now. And y'all have seen and y'all even said, you know, I look better. Even though I've gained, you know, a lot of weight, like I was gray, if that makes sense.
You have a glow. You definitely have a glow. When you react to your own self, I can definitely tell the difference. Yeah. And going to with what Julie Jo was saying, I've actually, this is the heaviest I've ever been. Even when I was pregnant, I wasn't this big. But I think after having Leo, I just felt like, yo, my body did that. Like, I heard that a lot of moms have like a lot of issues with their body after, but I was so proud of my body, and I still am. And I've mentioned this before, but like my husband is the best, and he makes me feel like the baddest, sexiest bee on the planet. And so I think that just adds to it. But since I had Leo, even though I still like have my roles, and you guys have seen it, I post my body all the time on Instagram. I'm like so proud of it, and I'm amazed at what our bodies can do. It's wild to me still, and I'm ready to do it again, God willing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amber, I need to know where you got that tank top from, by the way. So
What, this one?
yeah, I love it. I've been looking for some tank tops that come down a little bit further.
Well, it's like crop. Can you see it? It's like crop.
Yeah, it's cute. I like your belly button piercing.
I got it off of Amazon, and it's super comfy, and it's got a built-in bra and pads and everything, so it's nice and secure for the workouts and all that. And yeah. And my belly button piercing, I've had that pierced since I was 14, so literally like half my life. I'm never taking it out.
Never. That's good for you.
I'm loving this combo so much. All of it.
Yeah. Eat the food, enjoy the movement.
Don't
and be
restrict
happy.
yourself, and
absolutely.
don't feel like you need to replace your actual food with a million supplements, because listen, y'all, Autumn Calabrese apparently takes 40 different supplements a day. Her skin looks terrible. She just does not look well, but she's, you know, the face of Beachbody pretty much.
I'd rather eat a sandwich. Thank you.
Oh my God, I love sandwiches. All right, let's go.
How to make $20,000 a month. Like, I'm never gonna make that anywhere else, right? So you need to have a clear DMO of that to you. Like, what is your daily method of operation of invitation? And we're gonna talk a little bit more about that, right? You need to have a calendar of events and an agenda. I'm gonna go over it in a little bit. Like, if your agenda is not your boss, okay, then you're not in this business building mode. We need to have a flow of business opportunity meetings, okay? Your business opportunity conversations, okay, are a lot more throughout the week, because you understand that you're trying to listen to the person that says, oh, I'm so tired, I hate my job, well, I'm just here, gas is so expensive. You know, you're listening to the complainers, to the ones that hate their life, and you're like on the constant prowl, right, for the opportunity to be like, by the way, I have a business meeting.
Saying gas is so expensive is hating my life. Freaking wild.
That's
Chill
so
out.
cute.
I mean, it's kind of pointless to complain about gas, right? Because no matter what the price is, you still need it, right? Especially if you have a vehicle. So you just gotta kind of like suck it up and pay.
Yeah.
That's my mindset, at least. So,
Well, and you got to figure it out because people have to get to work.
well, yeah.
Also,
like,
you know what else is expensive? Food, but it's still not as expensive as the chalk that you drink. So
yeah, if you cut out those chalky shakes, I guarantee you'd be able to have a little bit more in your pocket for gas money every month.
y'all, they taste so gross. Like, they all supposedly they have like I don't know how many flavors, and they all taste like chalk, and then they have like a really sour, nasty aftertaste. The only thing that comes to my mind when I think about that is like licorice. Like after you eat a licorice stick, and it's like sour and weird in your mouth. Like that. So don't drink Herbalife. Say no to MLMs, period. But especially
Found with like the chalky taste, it's the whey protein that they use. It's the milk-based protein that they use in it, and that's what gives like the chalky taste. Like, it took me forever to like find a way to blend my Shakeology, which I had to add all of this other stuff to really kind of make it taste good. Because just blending it with water and ice was so that's another reason. That's why I think that all of like these nutrition shops, you know, they make these elaborate different shakes with different flavors and throwing candy and stuff in it, is to mask that
food coloring and stuff. Yeah,
to mask that the initial flavor of the chalkiness and just the grossness of how it really is just on its own.
Yep.
Well, like the fact that she says she's pretty much saying people who complain about the gas price or complain about this hate their life. No. What? No. People who complain about something or speak in a way that isn't positive all the time, like toxic positivity. Do you know toxic positivity is bad, homegirl? Like, you can say that your day was bad. That's not being negative. It's being honest. Like, saying your day was great even though it wasn't is lying.
It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to cry it out. It's all right. You don't gotta be smiling all the time.
Yeah, it's exhausting too. Oh, sorry, my light fell. Okay, I'm back. I'm press play.
Be perfect for what I'm trying to do. I have a new project coming up, and you know exactly what you're doing in your strategy, right? You know the income that you want, and you're confident about it. Ask yourself, the last time that somebody asked me, how much do I want to make in Herbalife? And I look left or right, like, you look down, right? You shrug your shoulders a little bit.
Also, just take a pause and look at all of this. Work around your schedule and earn career level time income. Look at all of this that they don't get paid for. All of this that they have to pay for. Weekly business opportunity meetings, they don't get paid for that. Let's see, monthly event with people, they pay. Quarterly event, they pay. Extravaganza, they pay. Let's see, VIP events, they pay. Retreats and vacations, they pay. They don't get paid for that.
No, you have to pay to have access to it.
Yep. And they act like it's this like wonderful, amazing thing. You get this. It's a blessing. This is supposed to be business. This is supposed to be making money.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking money from them.
Yeah, I've said this before, but like if you do the math, like let's say for one of the trips, if you do the math and you see how much you spent at the company and rent, if you have a like an actual location, light and all that stuff, if you do the math and you put all that money, everything you spend in products, and then do the math on how much you would spend on getting the vacation, the same vacation yourself, chances are you spend like 3 times the money through the company than you would if you just did it by yourself, like if you weren't involved in the MLM. And also, I'm not unhappy, ma'am. It's just this is crappy, and we're not here for it.
Yeah. Full-time boss, babe? Props not. Absolutely not. No, thank you.
You were not confident about actually making it. No, you need to know, like, I am going for $5,000 a month because I deserve it, right? Know the team that you need. How much team does that require, right? It's a no-brainer. You ain't trying to get a text from Jerry trying to convince you to go to the STS. No one has to convince you. Like, you already got your tickets and you're thinking, who else is coming with me? A business builder is always like, my mentor, which is my mother, right? We would always compare and compete at the events and write down every person that was with us. I mean, how many you got? How many you got? Because it was about how much more team is coming with me on the next event. A business builder is qualifying and earning.
That's wild that she's competing with her mom.
That excites
Well,
you.
Remember
right?
earlier I said that I bet it was a family member that got her involved that early. She just said it was her mom. Her mom was her mentor.
Imagine being in a competition with your mom. Bro, I cannot.
You're working for VIP events. You're going for the retreats. You're going for the vacations because you are in this business building mode, okay? So I want to ask you something, okay? This is all of you in here. Put a 2 if you're still with me because I can't see you anymore.
Is she going to create another group?
How profound. You in a box. This is all of you in the room. Hey, you guys that are watching.
We're going to see the process of making a pyramid here.
I can't wait. Let's do it.
Put a 2 if you're with me here. I want to know. I'm like, am I talking too fast?
No,
Because I don't
speed it
care
up.
if you're like, oh snap, I'm a hobby coach, or oh damn, I am a business builder. Like, the majority of you are probably doing this part-time, okay? And it's okay. I want you to smile. I am happy, okay, that you found an opportunity that could work around your lifestyle. But I want you to answer me. How long would it take you to teach 5 people to make an extra $600? Put it on the chat. How long do you guys think it would take you to teach 5 people to make?
Why don't you go ahead and put those 5 people below them? Why don't you, instead of typing it out, why don't you go ahead and give us a picture? You, him.
I want to see 5 boxes that says them.
You know what you're doing here. Don't type it out.
We're hip to your game. We see you.
$600. Part-time. 10 customers. Okay. Let me see. 2 months. Marcus. A month. 6 months. 5 months. 3 months. 2 months. You're like, all I have to do is sell 10 teas a day and you're going to make $700. How long would it take for you to teach 5 people to make 6?
Did she just say you just have to sell
10
10 teas a day?
to make $700. The math ain't mathin'.
Also, you can teach them, but that doesn't mean they're gonna make $600.
Great point. I love this. Come on, build that pyramid.
My husband's like, I want to make $600.
You
Sign
too
me up.
can own a nutrition shop and sell 10 teas a day and make $700. No.
$100. 2 months, 6 months. Okay. So I want you to be clear and present. Stop, drop the weights. Get up from the bed, sit down. Get at the edge of your chair. Do you think you can deliver 10 teas before work every day? That will help you make an extra $700.
I'm sorry. I go to work, which I don't get paid for yet. I have to be there by about 7:45. Deliver 10 teas? That's 10 houses?
Well, and unless you're taking them to your coworkers, that literally makes no sense. And you say people who complain about gas prices are unhappy? Like,
Yes. Also, the fact that like she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to deliver 10 teas in the morning. She's like, well, you can just deliver 10 teas before work. What do you mean? Why don't you do that?
Or you could just get bent. How about that? Deliver 10 teas before work. No. How about no?
How about absolutely not?
Do you think that you can do 10 wellness profiles on the weekend? That will help you get new beauties. Do you think that you can focus on inviting new guests to Pink Day, to the HOM, right? That will help you expand your team. So how long would it take you to teach 5 people to make $600? So I got.
Well, wait a second. By her logic, all they would have to do is sell 10 teas, right? So it shouldn't take that long to teach 5 people how to make $625 if all they got to do is sell.
well, and I would like to ask her, how are you teaching? Because this is giving me no information. All it's giving me is questions answered with more questions.
Okay, so I'm looking at the profit thing. My bet's on a blue ball next. God. I'm looking at this, right? This little profit thing for it's hard to tell, but suggested retail price of the Herbalife meal is $42.85. Distributor price is $32.67. So you subtract that with initial discount before shipping and tax. So this is before shipping and tax. It says your potential profit's $10, but that's a whole entire canister. So your potential profit's $10. You'd have to sell a butt ton of those to make $700. How can you sell 10 teas and make $700? I'm just
Wait, so they're making $10 on the canister?
Yeah, that's their potential profit when they purchase it. It's $32.67 instead of $42.85, and so when they sell it for $42.85, they're going to make a profit of $10.
How many servings is that? 30?
Probably 30. I can't see it very well, but my guess is 30.
Yeah, it's 30, if I'm not mistaken. Also, you know what she hasn't mentioned, and I haven't heard any other Herbalife coach mention like out loud, like for us to see. They have these toxic challenges where everyone pitches in money, and then whoever loses the most weight wins. Usually they split it up in like two, so like 70-30 for first and second place. And I know this for a fact because I was part of multiple of those challenges. One of them, which was like horrible. I actually talked to Erin about it. So the lady's cousin or something, she came in last minute and supposedly she was doing the workouts at home and the consumption of the products at home, and she beat me by like half a pound or a pound, and I lost. So after I had starved myself for 30 days. So they're not counting those, but most of the time the entry is like anywhere from $20 to $50. So they obviously make some money from there too.
I think I saw that in one of the anti-MLM Facebook groups about like there was a Herbalife shop that was doing like one of those challenges, and they had like little packages that you could buy to like help with their challenges every month or something.
I mean, they go all out. They do the gallon of aloe vera a day. So like you get a water gallon, you fill it up and you put all the supplements in there. You have to drink it through the day. And then you have to drink another gallon of just water, and then replace like 2 meals with shakes or protein bars, and then just have one like lean green meal. Or you can have like some protein, but it has, most likely they recommend like chicken or something. Y'all, I was starving. Like, don't do it, please. And then not just that, but right after the challenge was over, I was like, F this, I'm not doing this no more. And I bounced right back. It took me like maybe 2 weeks to gain all the and this was like 30 pounds. So it wasn't 10, 15 pounds. It was like 30 pounds that I lost.
When you're restricting your body like that, your body goes into like shutdown survival mode. So it's not you burning any fat, it's you burning any muscle mass and water weight and retention. It's not, you're not losing any of the fat like they want you to think you are.
And then once you start eating again, like you should, your body's going to go, oh, thank God, and then hold on to everything that it possibly can. So that's wild. Unicorn Hustler, starvation is a great way to lose weight. Sadly, it is. And then when you start eating again, which you should, your body's going to hold on to it way more than it would if you just ate what you wanted normally.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Been there, done that. Painful.
Got 1, I got 2, I got 3, 4, 5. Okay.
It's still a pyramid.
Let's say you were really like
ding
bad.
ding ding,
You're
got
really,
it.
like, I saw somebody in here, right? Like not bad, but like very light. Okay. And it took you 3 to 6 months. Okay. I want you to see that this is not only you building a team, but this is you helping somebody, okay, make $625. Now you've helped 5 people love that they don't have to work the weekends anymore. Now you help 5 people pay their car payment. Now you help 5 people, okay, do whatever the heck they want with those $600. But guess what that will do for you? If you do 5 frontline supervisors and they do 2,500, this is just thinking that they're not going to do 3,000, 4,000. These are people that do minimum, okay? Now you have an organization of 12,500, which means that you make a royalty check of $625 on top of your commission of maybe $600. So now you're earning $1,200. This is why you are an
Income
Herbalife.
claim, income claim.
This right here. And if in 6 months, let's just say 6 months, by the end of the year, okay, you have your 5. We are in this meeting and we all work on getting 5. How many coaches would you have on your team? What's 5 times 5? If these 5 would go get 5, 25.
Are we living in a perfect world? Are we living in a perfect world? This is wild.
In the Barbie world.
Barbie world, no joke. Like you're gonna do 5, and then they're each gonna do 5, and then guess what? It's 20.
Well, literally she's like $625 is so much money when it's not. That would cover our phone bill and probably our electric bill for the month.
And you know what's interesting is that doesn't include what they purchased. So maybe that covers the cost of their purchase. Maybe that $625 is only $100.
And the actual, if they have an actual location, we went over that. Like if they pay anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 in rent, where the money at, ma'am? Where it at?
Exactly.
You're working for free, like literally, and maybe even putting more money than you're getting out. You're operating at a loss. Ay, Dios mío, dame paciencia.
Correct. Okay. We're starting off the year, right? Like we're going to go and we're going to do it. Okay. Now let's say our 25, it also takes from January to June to get the 5, okay? 25. I want you guys to get your calculator out and multiply 25 times 2,500. I'm going to do it myself. Go over there and get 25 times 2,500. How much is that?
I love when they run these
62,000.
hypothetical. But I love when they run these hypothetical situations that the majority of people on their team are never going to come across, or where they're like, okay, here's an example. Like right now, we know that Elamir is getting ready to do this. They're working on these examples in their comp plan that the majority of the people probably are not even going to ever experience, because it doesn't work like this. I mean, okay, math, cool. But when you're talking about people, that's not how any of this works.
No. And someone asked, how many levels do you get till you run out of people on the planet? And I think it's like 13. It's like 13 or 14 before you completely surpass the population of the planet.
Yup. That's right.
Good job, Nelly. Now, 62,500. That's how much you would have on your second line, Nelly. Now multiply times 5%, because that's your royalty. Yes, 3,125 royalties. And it's not almost millionaire team, because that's your second level. You have 62,000 plus these 12,000 that you have on your first line. So you are cutting millionaire team from simply working a part-time project. Okay, you are a millionaire team making more than $7,000 a month, okay, in the next 12 months.
You are not a millionaire team. One person at the top's a millionaire. Everyone else is just there. Making the money. That's right. Peons. Yes, Amber. Got that.
6 months to get your 5 and another 6 for them to work to get their 5. See, a lot of the times, $10,000 by next year, next June. Put a fire emoji if you want to boom in June. Boom.
Just because you're screaming doesn't make it true.
I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to tell you or the words that are coming out of my mouth. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't care if you're a hobby coach or a full-time coach. At the end of the day, all of us in here, okay, are trying to go and help people, but you need to be clear on what your goal is. If you never want to, be pressured or make more income, don't be sad and be happy, and I'm happy you're here. So, but it will come a day that one of your part-timers will say, like, I want to go full-time. Like, I want to be at Extravaganza. I want to do more. I want to learn more. And you cannot stop that. I cannot stop you from having more kids. A lot of my girls on here are pregnant, okay? I cannot stop you from having more kids. Hey, that's a blessing, and you need to live.
What the hell does people having kids have to do with you making money? Like, you have no say, ma'am. You have, this infuriates me. You have no say. You can't tell people that they can't have families. What is wrong with you? Isn't that the whole point of having a business like this, that they have time freedom for their children? Ma'am, if you don't shut up. Oh no.
Also, in these health and wellness MLMs, like, having a baby is a business builder, and it's a way to reinvent your business, because then you go through the whole postpartum journey and the snapback and using the products to do that. So I know a lot of Beachbody coaches who had babies after they're the top coach in the company right now. She literally just hit her 100-pound weight loss goal, and she's pregnant again. Well, actually, she hit it before. She got pregnant before she hit the goal, so she was still actively dieting and trying to lose the weight while being pregnant.
This is so toxic. And then they like to say that they're not predatory, ma'am. This is predatory. I mean, for fudge's sake, I've seen people make like, trigger warning, miscarriage. I've been there, and I've seen them make that their brand. Like, we've seen videos like that, right? But no, it's not predatory, and we all love Jesus, and we all here for it. No, I don't think so. Jesus wouldn't like what you're doing. Shut up. No. Oh.
Yeah, she's basically saying the quiet parts out loud. So she's trying to present it in a way where she's like, I can't stop you guys from being pregnant. But the reason that she's saying that, in my opinion, is because when you're pregnant, you're growing a human. So you're probably going to be tired. I know I was with both of my kids, both of the pregnancies.
Right? No excuses. There's no excuse not to show, right?
Yep. Yeah. And that impacts her paycheck.
Yeah, that's what we always got, is pregnancy isn't an excuse, or having your kids isn't an excuse. You know, you need to delegate, your tasks and what needs to be done to other people, so you can just focus on this and stay in this and keep believing the crap that's coming out of our mouths.
I would use it as an excuse. I'd be like, excuse me, I'm growing an eyeball over here. Mind your business. Leave me alone. Like, no. And this is coming from someone that I literally worked till the day my water broke. And like, I had a very physically demanding job, and I still work. But like, if I needed to take breaks, no expecting mom should be felt like they're being pushed to their limits, and like they're being like treated as less because they can no longer perform the same. That is disgusting. Like, we're growing humans. Leave us alone. Like, take a break from your pyramid scheme, ma'am. Like, mind your damn business. My kid has nothing to do with you.
But if you take a break, that means that your upline's income suffers from you taking that break. So it's quite the vicious cycle, isn't it?
That, right? But I can't stop my team to continue bringing on more team. Like, this opportunity is here to grow and to explode. Okay, and so you need to be clear on your personal strategy. Like, I am so excited for my new distributor that is going to make some part-time income. Okay, because this is what I'm trying to build at the end of the day. So know your flow. Like, what am I inviting to? Every day, like, what are you inviting to? Like, do you have a specific card or invitation or ad or post or something that you're like, this is what I'm inviting to, right? I'm inviting $2 off to my nutrition club. I'm inviting to wellness day to do wellness profiles. I'm inviting to pink day. I'm inviting to earn extra income. Like, what are you inviting to? I'm inviting to the next HOM, okay? And so you need to know your flow. That way your strategy can make sense. And at the end of the day, when you show up to this meeting, when you show up to empowerment calls or to the next training or to the next party or to the next whatever, okay, that there is, you understand that that's part of my flow. That is part of the exposure, and the end result will be a new distributor. The end result will be a new preferred member, right?
Let me tell you right now, I'm about to start my flow, and that's not what my flow looks like. Anyway, she's acting like that's like what she's saying is going to happen. Like, you're going to like see this result if you do this. No, not really. That's not how that happens.
She swears.
Swears it.
Trust me.
Know your numbers, right? Am I plugged in? And do I have a calendar, right? For the month of June, which we're going to talk about right now. But more importantly, like, how many people am I exposing? If you're trying to build, okay? If you're just trying to be part-time, just know your DMO. Like, what do you have to do daily? And you're going to get your income, okay? If you're trying to build a team, you got to know what are you trying to do? What are you trying to expose people to? So this is what I brought it down to, Lani, okay? I finished my equation. Like, how can I have part-time people happy, and how can my full-timers understand, like, what exactly do I need to do to build this Herbalife business, okay? So the daily habits to master, in my personal opinion, is for you to zone out, okay, and zone into your business. Zone out of all
I'm zoning out
distractions,
now.
Zone out of life, okay?
Yeah.
And zone into the corner, in your car, in your corner, in your closet, wherever you are, okay? And work on your power hour, which is working on your flow. Work on your social media.
And they get paid for none of this. Zero zilch zipperoni.
She's making me itchy.
She's making, yeah. She talks for so long, and she says just like nothing about nothing. It's
the time wasting circle.
Yes. Look at that. Look at those. Wow, I need those. Put those on your eyes. Put those on your eyes. Like, you look like a bug. You know what I mean? That's funny.
These feel amazing.
Media presence, which I'm going to talk about right now, and dominate the wellness profiles. Like, if I get people on the scale, they're mine. I have a sale. That's how confident I feel that.
Did she just say
You don't own people?
Did she just say if she gets people on the scale, they're mine?
Yeah, you don't own anybody, ma'am. We're not property.
I dare you to try to own me. Dare you.
Same. I can't live like Erin can, but I still mess you up. You don't own me.
Listen, I can live.
She just said, if I get people on the
heavy
scale,
shirt.
if I get people on the scale, they're mine. Bro, that's bad.
How dare you?
Feel bad? You make them feel like they have to do this? Bro, get away.
I don't like it.
That's a good question. What scale? Probably. I bet she has one at her nutrition club or her fit camp or whatever. Oh,
They usually have the ones that you hold on to something thingamajiggabob, and it tells you your body fat and your muscle and your water weight or some mess like that. Those are the ones that I've been weighed on anyways. It's been a minute, but I'm pretty sure that's what she's talking about.
Yeah. Someone asked Erin, what are those?
Yeah, these are little, I don't know what to call them, but you put them in the fridge. These are
Eyeballs.
Plum Beauty. I will put the affiliate link in my stories. I got them from Amazon. They feel amazing. I was feeling a little tired.
Okay, hold up. I feel left out. 1 second, please.
What's happening? What are you doing?
What do I have? A cold can?
Oh, God.
Hi.
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 What's your name?
Doing?
What's your name? What's your name?
What is it?
What's your name?
I forget my name too. Don't worry about it.
Hi, cutie pie.
Your braid is so cool. Let me see your braid.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a pony braid. I love that.
Just to see braid that for you. Yeah.
Aww.
My braid hair.
Yeah.
Like in ponytail.
I love it. It's a whole vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you?
How old are you?
Absolutely.
You're 4? Oh man, I thought you were at least 5, girl.
I know.
I love that.
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Are you hanging with mom today?
Yeah, Dad's at work.
Braid.
Okay, go with Sissy, okay? And
Amber, you need to FaceTime Leo whenever he wakes up.
Oh my
so
God.
they can chill.
Please record that conversation because I bet it's awesome.
yeah.
I got you.
Did I answer the question about these?
You're gonna put your affiliate link in the.
Yeah, they're from Amazon and they feel amazing. My eyes were getting tired because this chick is sucking the life out of me.
Yeah, no joke. No joke.
And so this feels really good.
We should have done this at the beginning. I think it would have been much easier to get through this.
Facts. Oh, you got a jade roller? Is that a jade roller?
Yeah, this one isn't as fancy. It was like $1. There's this store that I shop at all the time. No affiliation, no nothing. It's
Love
called
that.
Shop Miss A, $1. And then I also have the one for under your eyeballs.
Oh, cute.
Put them in the fridge and then use a little oil. Chef's kiss.
Nice.
This feels real good.
8 out of 10 times, I'm going to have a yes. At the beginning, 1 out of 10 are going to be a yes for you. You might get people on the scale right now, they don't buy. Why? Because you need to polish and be more confident. And for that, we need more practice. We need more no's, right? Daily methods of invitation. I need to have business opportunity invitations. Do you know when your next one is? I'm going to talk about that, right? Are you mastering the fit camp? Are you mastering the nutrition club, right? So pick and choose, okay? If you're a full-timer, it's a little bit of everything, okay? If you're a part-timer, I would just say the top, okay? And maybe one from the bottom. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to be honest and say, like, what did I do? And what are the results from my plan? What did I do? And what are the results from my plan? So in the month of June, we are going to be working together to boom. Everybody type boom. Boom. Sarah, by the way, like, congrats, girl, because I thought that was boom in June, baby. Right? Like, this is, you gotta understand, like, this is our December, okay? This is our new year. This is us building a foundation, because when we get to extravaganza, that's the real Herbalife New Year. For all my newbies in here, like, we're just getting started, baby. This is our December, okay? This is us laying down the foundation, planting some seeds, watering the soil, getting my mindset prepped, becoming a better coach, understanding these fundamentals, okay? Like, what are the basics of a distributor? We're going to talk that in the new distributor training. How do I actually document my journey from social media? Okay? And what exactly is Power Hour? So I want you to write this down, because this is what we have planned for the month of June. On Monday, June 6th, I will be doing I think it's to Instagram, your 10 kids, 8 p.m. brings volume for yourself. Okay.
Yes, I am skipping through some of this because blah.
Monday, June 3rd, procrastinate. Learning not.
I have a question. If they have to do all of that weekly or like daily or whatever the heck, why are we on here? Like, it's been how long? How long has she been talking? Like, what is the point of this? Is I still gotta go to all that stuff?
Yeah, and no, it just gets worse. You're supposed to do all of that. And then now, is your agenda set up to build a business? It's extravaganza. Is extravagance in your agenda? Then she just talks to them about, like, you need to go to this, you need to go to this, you need to go to this. I mean, just over and over. I'm just going to click through some of these so that you can see. For the longest time, she stays on this page. Final payment for beauties, June 13th through 14th. I mean, she's just telling them what they need to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And then look, here we go. So
it's always another training that you have to pay for. It's always another cost that you have to incur to be able to be successful and grow your business.
exactly. And look, the roadmap to success, apparently if you don't go, you probably won't be successful. Impact University. The goal is to get finer, happier, healthier, and wealthier. That is headed
To
to
get finer? What does that mean?
Detroit Extravaganza.
To get finer, like ow,
Finer.
or
Hey, I'm already fine, thank you. I don't need none of that.
man, this is a Wendy's.
Okay, look, wait, there's more. Hold on.
Wait, there's more.
Or was that?
But wait, hay más.
Hold on. Where did I just see it? She put 2 other things that people needed to go to. Oh, this too, obviously. There's one in June and then there's July. Where was it? Okay, so it was right before this. And that was like another June 11th thing and then another June thing that they should go to. Okay, now we'll listen to this because it's getting close to the end. But yeah, pretty much that whole section for like 10 minutes is you need to go to this, you need to do this, you need to go here, you need to make sure you're at this one and that one. I mean, they have to pay for all of that. It's just...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But she's in this call, so I'm going to give them to her. To our future Chairman's Club, Mari Leal. Mari Leal, please unmute yourself. Everybody put a fire emoji so she can unmute herself.
More fire emojis.
The fire emojis have nothing to do with her
Hello.
muting
She's doing
herself.
What I used to do to her. She's getting me. Thank you, Yeri. Well, I'm not gonna open the video because I'm in pajamas and I'm already working here for my numbers. But I'm so happy that Yeri did this amazing training about hobby distributor and serious distributor. Listen, when I saw all the stories, all the testimonials, when I saw this lady that was riding on a donkey that didn't know how to read or write, I bought the dream. I bought it when I kept saying stories.
Wait a second. A donkey. What is happening?
What?
Did she say somebody was riding a donkey and didn't know how to read and write, and she bought it immediately? Is that what she said?
That's what made her buy the. Did she say the drink or the dream?
Ma'am, are you okay?
She's not okay, and she's about to not be okay more. Listen, as someone who lived in Mexico for like a little bit of my childhood, I think it was 3 years. And the part from where I am at, there's still women, indigenous women and indigenous people, period, who don't even speak Spanish, right? They have their little farms. They carry their kids on their back. I do that with you all the time with like their little like sarapes kind of situation. And I can guarantee you that even though they're riding donkeys and they don't know like a Spanish, they're way happier than you are. And you know what the difference between them and you are? They're not scamming anyone. So I'm gonna need you to leave the people who are happy the way they live out of this and not be insulting and think that you can get away with this just because you're Hispanic. Not on my watch, ma'am. No, that is not okay. I don't care if she is Mexican or whatever. You don't talk about our people that way. Nope. No.
Of their life were more harder than me. So even with my broken English, I started to listen to the corporation worldwide leaders. That's why you want to be at the SDS, want to be at the extravaganza, because you want to collect the most amount of stories in your head, not only to tell the people, for yourself, so you can become unstoppable. You can be more confident. I will never question my career because I had so many people as an example that this could be done. So the more you listen to, the more people share with you their journey, their experiences, their success, their tools, their DMOs, everything they're doing, you become valuable to the marketplace, and you are gonna be respected by your downline and your teammates. I always wanted to know everything. If there was a weight loss challenge, I wanted to learn it and then apply it, and then bring in the numbers, bring in the volume that Jerry was telling us. So always earning everything, all the promotions, all the
I'm getting that you only earn respect if you spend money and if you help other people rank up. And going hand in hand with what I said before is, as someone who, she just said, with my broken English and all this and all that, and I'm pretty sure she's been discriminated against. There's very few of us that have not been discriminated against. I feel like for her to make that I'm like really mad right now. For her to make that comment about the donkey and like poor people, like, it is not okay. Like, ma'am, as somebody who has probably gone through, I'm so mad right now, through discrimination and having to work like 3 times harder, you should be a little bit more considerate of your people. But then again, I can't expect much from her because she clearly knows what she's doing here. She's scamming her own people, and this is just infuriating.
Yeah, I mean, you have every right to feel that way. Like, none of us in this live understand what you've gone through in that sense, and the fact that she's doing it to her own people, you know, and it's just so sad to think about.
And it points out like just how like sick these companies are to exploit the most marginalized groups like this.
I don't mean to cry, but I get mad. When I get mad, I cry. So that's my bad. But fuck, man, this is infuriating.
No, your feelings are completely valid and they're seen.
Absolutely.
Everything. There was times when I kept tickets that the people didn't come. Yes. There was seats on the bus that I had to pay because people didn't go. Yes. There was weight loss challenges that I had to put money because the pot wasn't enough and I had to pay. Yes. Is there a time where I had to do a big promotion to push more qualifications and more people advancing? Yes. But yet, let me tell you something. I got every dime back because when you invest in your business, one, it's deductible. You pay less taxes. Two, you teach your team with your example to do the same. And three, you really
so teach them by rank buying and inventory loading,
and teaching them how to like not accurately report like your taxes and cheat on your taxes, because what they don't teach you in these companies is when it comes that time of the year for you to do your taxes, and they don't tell you about none of it, how to do it, what you can deduct, what you can't deduct. And at the end of the year, that if you are one of the top people, that you should be putting away a percentage of your income to pay those quarterly, yearly taxes or whatever, because it's going to screw you in the end.
Oh yeah.
When you give, when you plant, you will get it back in one way or another. You will get it back. So I enjoy
false hope, always false hope. Ugh.
It every moment, every training. I was addicted to those trainings. I wanted to know more. I wanted to listen to another story. I wanted to listen to the latest with my own ears. I didn't want people to tell me what was going on. I wanted to be there listening so I could tell my team. I didn't trust the filter information. I wanted to be there front row, and Yeti said it great. Yeah, we were always competing. How many first lines do you have? And how many first lines are here? And let me see your notebook, the last page of the notebook. So it's been an amazing journey. I enjoy it. I didn't suffer my journey. I didn't make it a drama, or that I was being pushed, or that I was being that I was having a lot of pressure. No, never.
because I wanted to get there, and I got to the president's team in 3 years, 2 months. And when I look back, I said, and I didn't do that much, so let's work more. So I did the 30K and then the 40 and the 50K together, and now we're going to Chairman's Club. So yes, it's an amazing journey when you look at it in a positive way, where every setback or every problem, every challenge, you're gonna see it from a learning point to teach your team, and also for you to become stronger. So thank you Yeti, for giving me the opportunity. Let's go to the STS. She was my partner at the LDW.
Just a heads up, we only have a few minutes left of this, by the way. Go ahead, Amber.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Citizenship said it sounds like prosperity doctrine. That's exactly what that was. That was, again, this is these companies exploiting the most marginalized groups in this country and selling the American dream, or the idea of the American dream, and that immigrants and people of color will be able to achieve that by investing in this company, and they'll be able to be successful. And that's exactly what this poor lady was doing. Because honestly, she's a victim. They're all victims, right? You're the victim and also the predator at the same time when you're in this. So
yeah,
I've mentioned this before, but also I don't know if you guys know that sometimes when they recruit people, they're like, oh, you don't need a social security number. That's how they sell them the American dream. And they make them use their ITIN number, which is a tax, like your tax ID, where you have to report taxes in order to, from what I know anyways, I don't remember much because I was brought here as an immigrant child, but then, my parents did everything they had to do. But they had to report, I think, taxes for like 5 years before they were even qualified enough to get their green card or to apply for their citizenship. So if you get a stain on that number, you're screwed. You take out a credit card on that number, you owe money on that number, using that money, that number on your record. You do something like this and you're operating under a loss, you declare bankruptcy with this money, that's it. You cannot secure your future here. You cannot get a green card. You cannot get your citizenship or anything like that. So for these people to prey, especially on immigrant people, is one of the worst things. And I understand that not everybody is bad. And I understand that, like Amber said, she's the prey and the predator at the same time. Like, I get that, but I'm pretty sure she knows of someone that has struggled trying to get their citizenship or their green card or whatever. And for her to just think about herself, like, oh man, it breaks my heart. It pisses me off, everything at the same time. Because not only are you taking what they have now, but you're taking their futures away. And it's just not okay.
And for her to profit. She's taking their future away for her profit.
In replying to Dave, he said, sorry, Amber, she's so past being the victim. She knows who she's preying on. Yeah, and that's what when I say, like, at least in my opinion, there comes a point when you're in an MLM where you realize what it's going to take for you to continue to grow your business and reach the top. And that is continuing to exploit vulnerable people. And you have to kind of deal with your own ethical dilemma and decide if you're going to sacrifice your own personal morals to do that for money. So
one other thing that I don't understand is why she's pushing like their success so much, because if you really think about everything on the grand scheme of things, when you leave your MLM circle, nobody knows. It means nothing to people that don't know about Herbalife. It means nothing about people in the inner circle. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you pushing this success so hard? Because even when you have success, and I have witnessed this personally with my dad. He worked his ass off, me growing up. Eventually he got his little company. It's just him and my brother, and but they do well from themselves. And even then, having what little he has or what little they have or whatever, I've seen people mistake my dad for someone who is homeless simply because he came from work. So for you to target the people and say, oh, success is going to earn you the respect of everyone, it doesn't work that way, because people don't know anything about what you're doing here outside this circle.
Exactly.
So,
and that's what I was saying, like you know, Beachbody put the top 10 coaches on a giant billboard, and it's like literally nobody
no one knows.
outside of this company knows what this means, nor do they care.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. Riley, my husband's over here. It's like, nor do they care. He's like, yeah,
Nor
no,
do they care. That's right, Riley.
not at all.
Not in the least.
People, he was like, what does it even mean? Like, people are gonna look at that and go, what? Like, what?
You Dallas co-speaker, is that how you say it? She was at the LDW in Dallas the last LDW. She was with me giving it, so she has an amazing story. All I want to tell you is from the ranch to presidency. Thank you so much, Mom, for sharing. We love you, and we're so blessed and honored to represent.
The puzzle pieces are connecting.
Okay, we're getting the full picture now. Okay.
And she said from the ranch to presidency, meaning like from really poor to really successful, like from El Rancho. Like, there's nothing wrong with living in El Rancho. Again, people who live there, they do what they got to do, and they're happy, and they don't scam people, and they don't hurt people.
Yeah.
I hate this so much.
I hate it here.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why, but you know, the documentary was made for Herbalife. You know, they specifically target the Hispanic community, just specifically in a very big and blatant way. So yeah, it's awful.
This region and this team loud and proud. So all I can say, you guys, to end this call is we are here. The month of June is here. 40 days before extravaganza, before the Herbalife Super Bowl, and this is the time to set our foundation. June is the month to boom. Congratulations to all of you in here. You're an Herbalife distributor, and you're proud to be one, and I can't wait to see your stories. I want you to post why you're proud to be an Herbalife.
I'm done. I don't want to hear her voice anymore. But there's this, Karina. So that's really good. I can't act like I know, you know.
It's a ITIN number, I believe. I don't remember, but it has like the same digits as a social security, and you pretty much use that in place to report your taxes and kind of just like have a record before you can get your green card or apply for your citizenship. And it's basically like, this is me. I'm a productive member of society, and I report my taxes, and I'm good with Uncle Sam and like whatever, you know. So that number tracks back all the time. And whether you're trying to buy a house as an immigrant with that number, or buy a car or whatever, that number is pretty much your social. So you have to like really take care of it and like make sure there's no stains on that, like on that record, because it can like seriously screw you up. They can deny your application for a green card or citizenship. They can just grab you and send you back. It's really heartbreaking for me to see people targeting. I've said it before and I'll say it again. One of the main people doing that is Rochelle Diaz-Ramone. Cannot stand her for that. Like she goes out of her way to tell people you don't need a social security to do this. You can do it with your ITIN number, and it's just not okay, because this number means so much to an immigrant. Like, it's the only thing you have that keeps you here, that like it's a value here.
Is that like one of the like parts of why it takes so long to, you know, actually get your citizenship, is because you have to have that number for so long?
As far as I know, yeah. When you come here, even if it is illegally, you file like a application for it. And then once you show, like, I believe it's like either 4 or 5 years. Don't quote me. It's been a minute since I looked into this. But from what I can remember, you have to have like a clean record for 5 years on this number. So you can even apply for your green card. And then 5 years after that to apply for your citizenship. And this is how you can get, like, so instead of filling out social security number on like applications to get a house or a car or whatever, this is the number that you use as a like guarantee that you will pay and you won't just like take off with people's stuff. Or it's basically like what you use in place of a social security, or at least that's what I've understand about it. And it's a very important document. It's kind of like a birth certificate. You don't want to give anybody that information. You don't want to give anybody a hold on it. You just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It can screw your future up here. And if you are here for a reason, chances are there was nothing for you back from where you're from. So you really do want to take care of that number and not, again, have any stains on it, because it can just screw everything up. And if you have children that are from here and they send you back, I think there's like a whole process where it takes a second to send your children back to you. And that is if you have like a paper that says so and so gets to keep them and then bring them to me. If they catch you off guard and you don't have that, the child goes to the state. So this is why that number is important. This is why you should not use that number for these type of things, because it'll fuck you all the way up, like just all around. So this is why it pisses me off. You're muted, JJ.
Thanks. Thanks for explaining that to us. I'm glad. It was awesome to have you, Karina and Amber. To have y'all on here was awesome. Sorry, I thought it was Beachbody, but everything you said about Herbalife was just as needed. And thank y'all for being on here and watching. I'm such a
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having us. And if you want to do like a Beachbody reaction, I have a couple team calls.
Always.
I haven't done yet, and there's a lot of summit content. So if y'all want to do a Beachbody one, just let me know.
I'm down whenever.
Absolutely. We'll plan it out. I think that would be fun for us to do that together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
Yes.
this time it'll actually be Beachbody, everybody.
It's okay. I think it's the same poo, just covered in a different topping, so same thing.
A different name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna end this, but let us know what you think. Go ahead and like the video. Everyone on here, go give it a like. Go follow Karina and Amber. You see Amber's name right there. You see Karina's name right there. Those are their channels that you can find them, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. Same poop, different topping.
Exactly.
So thank you for being a part of it. Erin?
Don't join an MLM.
And we'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.